Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka James Kazal on MTGO. I just played in the challenge this morning. That full VOD is up on my Patreon if you want to see it. And the deck was feeling great. I was not feeling great. Been bartending on Saturday nights, a little behind the scenes. And since the big challenges are on Sunday mornings, there's a little bit of a conflict. I used to not even get to play in them though, since I used to work on Sunday mornings at a vegan restaurant. Now, more often than not, I've been not taking those shifts since I work so late Saturday night, but for some reason I bolt straight up Sunday morning and I go play the challenge. And it was going pretty good. I started out 4-0 and then ended up 4-3. Just hit the wall. But yeah, the deck felt great. One thing I noticed is that I really missed Murktide Regent throughout the set. So I just threw in a Murktide Regent, cut one Bowmasters, and that's about it. Let's go see how it does. Let's run it through a league. It's feeling inspired to play. And if you want to see more content, check out the Patreon. I just mentioned the whole challenge is up there, but you get at least one bonus league of content every week at the $2 tier, $5 tier, donation bonus league, $40 tier, private coaching, one-on-one time. And what else? Are there any other channel announcements? Oh yeah, I'm playing Doomsday at Eternal Weekend. Unless I hit 1,000 subs, which we're really close. We have like 900 right now, so tell your friends. If they don't like Magic, they can just like subscribe and then say like hide notifications from this channel or whatever. All they really care about is the sub for some reason. But yeah, if I hit 1,000, I'll bring Grixis control, which I'm sure everyone would rather see me do. Okay, yeah, I'm really itching to play right now, so let's go do it. Cool. Gonna have to mulligan the no lander. Those don't happen very often to us, so it's always a real bummer when it happens. Underground Sea, Ponder. Whatever this matchup is, it's probably one we want a lot of resources for, so just having to throw back a no lander is very unfortunate. Okay. I'm not sure how proactive we should be playing right now, but these cards are all pretty good on their own, so we'll just have to see. Nothing. That's kind of strange. I'm also inclined to do nothing. Well, if I'm going to do nothing, I should ponder. But I don't really want to pitch Strix. Okay. Actually, I should shuffle that. Yeah. Not sure what I was thinking. No land drop. Another 1 for 2. Put a card on top. Is this Doomsday? It's really hard to tell what's going on right now. They just shuffled. Another ponder. Third ponder. They don't shuffle that time. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Pretty bad draw. Play Strix. Bolt. Okay. Could be good, could be bad. Really depends. Tameo. Didn't waste land. What happens if I bolt? They could brainstorm. I'm gonna let them play for a little bit. Because they're really not incentivized to block this. I just don't want to mess with that yet. Alright, that's getting in there. Then we'll try and hit a land here. A red source. Miss. Graveyard, graveyard. Crap. Well, if they can do something busted and have days, there it is. They can brainstorm. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Okay, plus with Tameo, yep. Another Delta. And a Brainstorm. Kind of feels like they've looked at their whole deck by now. Psychic Frog, that's fine. Down to 4 cards over there. We might be able to brute force our way through this one. Bolt Psychic Frog. It's not a trick. I'm going to destroy it. Dark Ritual. Okay, this does feel like Doomsday. That'd make a lot of sense. They did have a Daze. Bolt again. Yeah, attack them. I'd like to draw cards here. Put Baleful Strix in the graveyard. And draw the Brainstorm and cast it. Okay. Teachings. Cling. Well, hold on. Keep Cling in orbit. Yep. I already made a land drop, didn't I? Gotta get my head in the game. Yep. Head. Not really in the game, huh? Okay. So, they brainstormed before their draw step and shuffled. Consider all but confirms Doomsday here. Yeah. They don't want it anymore. I mean, that makes sense to me. Anyway, I guess I'll take Waterlogged Teachings, sure. Hit for 2. Well, I mean, just in case something crazy happens. It's just kind of nice to have Nimble Obstructionist around. Going for that ultimate. I guess I'll have to stop them. Start with Edict. Sure. How about Brazen Borrower? Okay. It was a little stressful in the beginning, and I didn't really know what I was up against. I was kind of expecting like an Entomb, but I guess the Dark Ritual Doomsday would not have been much better for me. Thoughtseize, Consign, Fatal Push, because Doomsday is like a creature deck these days. It's like Tameo, Psychic Frog, Baragoyf. And Blood Moon's weirdly good against them. Cut anything that's not to the point here. I think they would struggle to answer Murktide though. Cool cards, but again, the no-landers really killing me. Keep this. Bottom Volcanic Island. Sure. They might back this up with Daze, but even if they do that, kind of setting them back on other metrics. They don't have it. If they go Psychic Frog and back that up with Daze, like stop my Strix with okay, Baragoyf. I was like, crap, they could win right now. I don't have anything to stop a Doomsday. Shoot. Play this out. It's in there. Okay. I'm not sure what they're running in regards to removal either. They probably would have fatal pushed if they had it. Brainstorm. Take it easy for me. Go into combat. They almost declared an attack. Like they want the attrition, but do have more cards in hand than them. So maybe that would be kind of rough on them. Force is nice. Let's get Narset in there. Activate that. Grab Fatal Push. Even though Thoughtseize is also nice. Then we'll just hang back. Well, Narset is around. Tamiyo cannot flip in the rules. And Doomsday sure likes to cantrip, so I feel pretty safe right now. Alright, they're going to send them both. Not too hard of a choice for me. And they're activating that. Another Baraglyph. Show off that Blood Moon. Just get them thinking about it. Okay, here we go. We should be pretty safe from here. They'll make another clue. Oh, is this Murktide Regent? Huh. Yeah, I should really force that. Hope that works. Okay, it does. What are they going to do about that? Oh, they do have a Daze. They must have drawn that, but it kind of seemed like they drew Murktide. Huh. Yeah, I mean, might as well make clues. Okay. Let's see what develops. You might just want to get Orcish Bowmasters with Waterlogged Teachings. They're going to draw a lot of cards, but if they don't have an out to Blood Moon, they're just trying to find basic Swamp in their deck. It might be kind of hard. I think they forgot about Narset. Maybe. Okay, that's a little scary. Throw an Opposition Agent. Turn off the Doomsday lines. And then see what's going on. Had a feeling not too much. But it will take a moment to work their life total down. But Narset, Opposition Agent, and Blood Moon stops them from doing a lot of things. Kind of an astonishing amount of things. Yeah, it's pretty good. Guess it's got to be Brazen Borrower, right? Can't edict it away. But I can bounce it because I don't have black mana. Not great. I mean, Lorien Revealed is still around somewhere. So is my other basic island. I wonder if they play basic swamp. They didn't resolve a Doomsday in game 1, so I never got to check. Which is another advantage of these creature Doomsday decks. Alright, we can stop the whole drawing multiple cards a turn thing now, at least. Alright, we're getting there. Not a great draw. Gonna hold that for a moment. Just because it's not adding anything. Yeah, they've drawn so many cards. Oh god. Now we're in some real trouble. 3 Baraglyphs. Could not keep this person down. Just 1 turn too late. Yeah, this is bad. Alright, they miss on the Baraglyph trigger, which is nice. They choose not to Thought Seize me either. Alright, a little help here. Bowmasters. It buys time, but it's really about it. Buys them time too. The lifelink on Baraglyph is rough. I guess we need to band together to beat this thing, I just realized. But I can't do that if they Thought Seize me. Keep screwing up. Well, could always draw another one. Did kind of want that Murktide. You always kind of want it. Attacking me. Yeah, block. There's always next time. Ugh. So rough. Take one more. Then I start blocking with these creatures that I want to keep. Losing this game is ridiculous. And they get Psychic Frog. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. Holy shit. Wow. Narset, Blood Moon, Opposition Agent. Somehow still lose. Maybe Blood Moon isn't good. I might have been thinking about the versions that don't have basic swamp. Are they playing any removal? It does not seem like it. Are we really just playing a creature deck? Seems like it. Seems a lot more feasible than the Doomsday win. It's a good hand. It's a really good hand. Finally get to keep 7. Alright, they're good on the 6. Do I want them to still think about Blood Moon? I think so, because Basic Island can really cramp them up. Interesting. Are they going to want to Fatal Push Baleful Strix? I mean, that's such a good exchange anyways. So yeah, take Tamiyo. And if they don't, I might get Kaito through. Ponder's good. They shuffle. I think they're probably on the lookout for lands, right? Another force. Alright. Between Strix and my draw step, I really hope to hit a land here. It's not really what I meant. But I guess it'll do in a pinch. Yeah. That's fine. I guess that's a little safer than brainstorming. Alright, still determined to get this Kaito in. Might take a little longer though. Sure. They're pretty hamstrung here. Even if they make a land drop. They mulliganed and are behind a land drop. So I think we'll be alright. Yeah, just pass back. That's what I was hoping for. Baragoyf? No. Fatal Push, maybe? Let's see. No, not that either. Long Goodbye? Yeah, I just can't really pass this up, can I? Yep, I'm not fighting over that. Sure. Not fighting over that. I will fight over that. Pitch Consign. They're not gonna really have the life for a Doomsday win pretty soon. And if they do, I got good old Nimble Obstructionist. Alright. Sure. The other good thing about Top is that, especially against Doomsday, it might make your opponent play weird. No shuffle. Murktide Regent. Okay. I think what I'll do here is Surveil. Bin that. I'm going to Petty Theft. If they force, I'm not going to force back. I'm going to -2. Okay, I think, well, they knew I had that, so. Yeah. I mean, I do want Opposition Agent more than Lightning Bolt. Should that be the case, though? I do feel like I'm doing a lot of second guessing today. I mean, I think if they had Flusterstorm, they would have done it there, but I guess I'll play around Fluster anyways. And there's a lot of different ways I could have done this. Alright. Bit of a scrappy game against Doomsday. That really felt more like blue-black tempo than Doomsday, to be honest. But we pulled through. Man, I came into this league with a lot of energy, and now I'm like pretty exhausted, which makes sense. It's been a rough day. So I might pick this up tomorrow. We'll see. I'll just grab one more. This, I think I like to play too much. We'll keep this. Got the Slamio. Got Force of Will. Fable the Mirror Breaker? Well, I kind of want Strix. But we should be like developing our plan as soon as we can, so I'll play Tamio out. Ponder, not bad. If they follow up with Blood Moon, it might be a little tough. That was another reason to keep Tamio over Strix. Like if they play Blood Moon this turn. Bolting that in. What could that mean? Sundering Eruption. Okay, that's like all upside for us. I'll try and guard the last island. It also kind of telegraphs that they want to do more, they do want a Blood Moon. Or they have more Sundering Eruption and they're trying to run me out of basic island. But yeah, let's just try and keep that stuff around. Yeah, sure, taking a lot of damage. Pyrogoyf. Yep. I have the Edict for that. I don't really want to lose Tamio. I guess I could spin for Force of Will right now. It's a miss. They're at 8. Man, we're close. We are close. Especially if they have to use Ancient Tomb anymore. And we got a Lightning Bolt. It also feels like these decks don't have Chalice on 1 anymore. Yeah, they're like more on Vexing Bubble. 1 card left. Okay, Ponder. Snapcaster Mage should do it. Put that in the graveyard. We'll draw Swamp next turn. Sure. I want to keep representing Bowmasters as well. But at this point, they might feel like it's not really an option. Well, I can attest to feeling kind of safe at 8 life. You shouldn't, but I mean, I do feel that way a lot of the time. I'm at 8. It's fine. Man, if almost every red source costs 3 life to come in untapped, that is a bit wild. Can this deck also support the 1 ring? Spear Guide. Let's see what's coming up. Brainstorm. Pretty good stuff. Let's cast Obstructionist. They'll probably crack a bobble in response. Okay. Yeah, they're probably playing around Lightning Bolt. They are smart. This is my second red source though, so I mean I should be able to just Bolt Snap Bolt from here, right? And still have an Edict left over. Yeah. It's hard to quantify what's better for the matchup. Vexing Bobble or Chalice of the Void. And I think Vexing Bobble is better for us. Like we miss out on Force, but losing out on Bolt and Cantripping and all that stuff. It's not like any of their cards are entirely impossible to answer, except for Fable the Mirror Breaker. That card is impossible to answer. Barragoyf. Pyrogoyf will never be able to destroy a Barragoyf with its ETB trigger outside of some pretty strange circumstances. I'm liking Consign more and more. Then Fatal Push. Maybe we can go down on Force of Will. I don't know. It seems really strange. And I'm pretty certain that they are a Blood Moon deck. They might side it out after what they just saw. I showed off some more basics. Okay, I think I'm down to try it like that. Sometimes I like Opposition Agent, but they're also... they seem less likely to introduce the initiative. I don't think they're running like 4 Caves of Chaos Adventure anymore, stuff like that. We obviously cannot keep this hand. Every spell is blue. And both lands do not make blue. I'll try it. It's actually a really strong hand. If I hit a land and they don't do anything too insane, which are like 2 pretty big ifs, but I can ignore Chalice. But like I said, I don't think they're even playing that. Okay, like I said, this card's impossible to answer. Force it. Nice. I mean, this is kind of a slow hand. It's like an Eric Clapton situation. Slow hand. That was not on purpose. It really is an Eric Clapton situation. Now we've got Layla. Alright, we might have to hold off on Bowmasters. This is a must answer. Ghost Vacuum. Hope they can't play that. Oh, they can play it. Costing 3 life, though. It's not nothing. Yeah, something tells me that they don't want Blood Moon all that much. Bin that. Really want that 3rd land. Even though I have a little more time to find it now. Alright. Not really what I meant. If they go Blood Moon, grab Basic Island. Then I'll cast Bowmasters, Ninjutsu, and Kaito. Should be in pretty good shape. Hopefully. Fable. I mean, Bowmasters will show up in time for that. The classic maneuvering that kind of punishes this line. Fatal Push. I don't think they're going to go Blood Moon after this, so I should really get Volcanic Island. At the same time, it's like pretty bad if they do, and I don't have any red cards. I only have 6 red cards right now. I mean, every red card would be pretty good, but I think it's way more likely I draw a red source rather than a red card first. But yeah, I'm scared. Cast Bowmasters. So that held them off from the loot, or the rummage. Ooh, Broadside Bombardiers, huh? Strong stuff. Send them both. Interesting. Try that. It's going to be a tough decision next turn if I get my ninjutsu through. Do I tap down Bombardiers? Or do I try and get a fetch land for Fatal Push? Or wait, I'll have Revolt anyways, so I just need any black source. Yeah, seems pretty safe to me. But that's just me. Well, that's just me. Oh no. You're kidding me, right? Shoot. How did I miss on land that hard? That was a travesty. Layla? Is that lethal? I think so. Yep, it's exactly lethal. Damn. Oh, they're playing a lightning bolt. That's so interesting. Oops. Damn it. Did not mean to do that. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Felt like we had that in the bag. I don't know if this version is playing the One Ring. Almost seems like no. Maybe I can go without consign. I don't know. I never feel good thoughts using this deck either, though. I need them to spend their mana. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, take the play. Hand is fine. Stable resources. Powerful cards. Gemstone Caverns. Okay, so it's like they're on the play. I don't mind that so much. Sure. At the same time, it's kind of like they're not on the play, though, because I still got a land. I don't think I want other Bowmasters. Sure. Alright. Y'all know the old trick. Ping this before Chapter 2 resolves. Okay. Sticking with it. Ghost Vacuum. Hope nothing ever comes of that. Murktide, hell yeah. It's like an eventual hell yeah. They also didn't make a land drop. So having the biggest creature is kind of a big deal. Even a 4/4 seems kind of good. I don't know. I think I could ignore this. Although 5/5 also seems fine. They don't have a play. That's good for us. Brainstorm. Put back Mountain. Strix. Now I'm going to ponder. Hopefully find force. There we go. And now, huge Murktide. Well, still in double bolt range. But it's kind of big. Fury. Force of Will. Thank goodness they didn't have another one. Full swing. I don't think they forgot about the Bowmasters, but it was kind of a long time ago. Yeah. Alright, we should get them next turn. feeling good. Okay, now I am too tired. So I'll continue this league tomorrow. And yeah, probably with better commentary. Well, here we go for match number 3. Running hot. Not the most exciting hand, but against an opponent taking a mulligan, very inclined to keep this. Simply put, we have like a lot of good top decks from here, and we can probably burn through a majority of the lands in our deck, make our top decks even better. What are we up against? Blue-black tempo is not uncommon for this pilot, and they're very good. Underground Sea Ponder. Underground Sea and not Tamiyo or Nethergoyf, though, is strange. But maybe that's why they mulliganed. They were looking for a turn 1 threat and just came up with Ponder. We'll see. Kolaghan's Command. That's a good one. We're hoping for something like Orcish Bowmasters, though. If I can establish Kaito through counter magic, I'd be stoked about that. Alright, this should surprise no one. Psychic Frog. Okay, so if I can find Force of Will to back up this Edict, that would be nice. Waiting a turn to beat Daze is very dangerous because Psychic Frog draws a card when it connects. Ponder. I think we can do better than that. We have the action in our hand, we just need to realize it. Waterlogged Teaching's not great. Give this a shot. They do have the Daze. That is disappointing. Alright, now we can expect them to kind of run away with the game, unfortunately. And a lot of reason why people want Psychic Frog banned is exactly that. When it's so fragile. I mean, that's why people wanted Dreadhorde Arcanist banned. That's why Dreadhorde Arcanist is banned as well. They didn't just want it, they got it. Tamiyo. Okay, there's Bowmasters. We're gonna have to concede them another card, but at the same time, like, there's a weird chance that Bowmasters can go wild. Like, we can achieve relative parity. Oh, I should have flashed that in before. Like, if they have to discard a card to Frog to keep it alive, we're doing something, you know? Also, they didn't crack the clue token. Fatal Push, that's fine. As long as they don't set up a blocker. Since I'm going to tap down the Frog, I feel like it's fine to go at Tamiyo. Dang, I was really hoping for something else there. Also something kind of cool here. Kaito isn't going to be affected by that. -1, -0. Alright, tap that down. If they just like combo us from here though, it will have been a lot of work for nothing. But I feel like we at least have a shot here. Even still, if they have like a bunch of counter magic in hand and stuff, it might be hard to bust through, but for like the meantime, things aren't so bad. Thassa's Oracle. Okay, so this is Doomsday. They have massive devotion to blue. They don't put a card on top of their library either. Interesting. Just keep hitting lands, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, I'll still go after Tamio. Good to block. Alright. See what happens with this. Alright. Now let's surveil too. Thoughtseize. Maybe I don't really need to finish off Oracle. Maybe that's not so important. Maybe I'd rather just beat Daze, you know? But also Brainstorm can just like fix this hand. This hand's not doing much, I gotta say. Not really up to anything. I don't get both of them anyways though, because I'm gonna have to shuffle to cast one. I'm gonna take Brainstorm. But I'm gonna keep Thoughtseize in orbit. Baleful Strix. Okay, well when Frog comes to, we'll have that waiting for them. But yeah, I was really hoping to hit Force of Will. Let's put back Lorien Revealed and Scalding Tarn. Two stun counters. Might as well be a removal spell, I say. I'm holding on to Waterlogged Teachings because I might have to reach for our old friend Nimble Destructionist. They're still going upstairs with Tamio. They must have a way to beat Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, shuffle those away. No longer worried about Wasteland. Okay, there's Force of Will at long last. I'm gonna Brainstorm. Haven't seen a Bolt yet. There we go. Bolt there. And now let's swing in. Surveil 2. I think we'll keep both. Cast Baleful Strix. Might see Hardcast Force here. I will force back. There's the teachings. Now the one problem is they have tons of mana. So we might have to fight, or they might be able to just like Doomsday and win right now. But I hope not. Going up. Yeah, they must have a way to beat Bowmasters. Because I don't know why they wouldn't just dive for something more relevant off Fatal Push. Alright. They're gonna block. Why would they do that? Maybe their hand's just not that important to them? They have to discard 3 cards to beat Kaito? Or just 1 to survive? Cavern. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Huh. Well, can't say I was really expecting that. I mean, I'm fine with that trade. I think. I think I'm okay with that trade. It should be fine. Like, all that power and toughness doesn't really translate when Strix is just invalidating it, but... I must have been holding on to that this whole time. Ah. What can I do about this? Well, this is awkward. Can I let this resolve first? I should have let that resolve first, right? Well, not really, because I could have hit, like, Force of Will. Alright, I'll reveal that, but I'm not ready for this to happen yet. Shoot. Alright, well. How do I do this? Maybe if I hit Bolt, I can bolt my own Bowmasters, right? Well, no, then I can't cast the frickin' Fanatic. Yeah, what a mess. Bloodstained Mire. Alright. I guess, they're going to draw their entire deck. Now, what do they do with that? Yeah, I can probably pretty easily win. Alright, I think I screwed that up. If I ping Tamiyo, I get one more turn. I just didn't think that would actually work. Alright, it's so weird how having the biggest creature is like a thing you want versus Doomsday now. But I mean, this version of the deck must be better than the other ones if it's putting up results. I'll just take all the Pyroblasts. Blood Moon, I feel like, is fine, but actually it's not that good. They play basic Swamp now. I don't want to be the Tamiyo deck either. If they're packing Fatal Bush in their main board, it's so weird. As you all know, I'm a bit of a Doomsday expert myself. Just kidding, of course. But I've played it quite a bit, and I can't imagine having... Well, if I can't bring myself to have Fatal Push in the main board of this deck, like, how the hell am I supposed to have Fatal Push in the main board of Doomsday? But someone is better at Doomsday than I am, so... There's no point complaining about it. And yeah, I'll keep this hand with all this creature removal, I guess. I can set up Fnatic with Brainstorm. It's just so weird to have all this creature removal. I don't understand. Okay, they put Strand in their graveyard, which means they must not want more lands, I guess? That must be what that means. Alright, they're actually incentivized to counter Strix, so... Might end up with something good here. We can put back Bolt and I guess Ponder? Nah, probably just both Bolts actually. Yeah. Or Fnatic, I don't know. Could be greedy to keep Fnatic. Yeah. We must play correctly. Looking good. Weirdly. I'll never get used to this. I used to side out my Baleful Strix against this deck. Now it's like my best card against Doomsday. Sponsored by Diet Coke. That's gotta be it, right? Okay, so I need this gone more than I need Strix to resolve. If I had 2 red, I'd try to also Wrench Mind here. Force Pitch Force. I feel like if they had days, then they probably would have done that, right? You're sick. You're sick. You're absolutely ill. Alright. You're gonna get your card off Frog and go to 5 cards in hand. That's just disgusting. They make a land drop. Binning Dark Ritual. I suppose I could try bolting now. But if they play Tamiyo, I'd rather deal with that. Well, they don't shuffle. But I'm glad they didn't add to the board. No, they got Tamiyo. Let's not go crazy. Okay. Man. Don't Doomsday kill me. Surgical my Fatal Push. Guess what? I only have 1. Ooh, I could have taken that free shuffle. Excuse me. I should have brainstormed. Nothing like a free shuffle. Yep. Brainstorm is good. Ooh, and they have a shuffle. That's pretty strong. Not gonna lie. Do they have Murktide Regent? Don't tell me you have Murktide Regent. Strix is a great equalizer. They do have Murktide Regent. They have every good blue creature. Doomsday creatures. Alright. Cast that. Gonna sign a memory. Alright. Now I got some backup for if they try to backdoor combo me. Speaking of which, let's get even more mana going and then Thoughtseize them. Yeah, I'll take the one that costs you a lot more. And I don't think there's any way they can combo from this position, so why wouldn't I ponder as well while I have this mana? Sure. Although, I have an old joke that's like, whenever you cast Lore and Revealed, you draw at least 2 lands. I'm really setting myself up for that to still be true here. Oh, goodness. Now they're playing around days. Alright, none of us have cards. I have way more mana than you. I'm about to draw 3. Jeez, how much removal are they bringing in? Is this a good plan against me? I feel like you're destined to run yourself out of cards if you just bring in a bunch of 1-for-1 removal to fight the Baleful Strix Kolaghan's command deck. But maybe it's the best they can do. I feel like they should be trying to combo. Okay. Sometimes you don't draw 2 lands again when you cast Lore and Revealed. Sometimes you draw 3. Maybe they'll just get discouraged. I don't know. Alright, gotta surveil something good here. Yep. Then we'll start pushing damage. I guess I'll play around double Mana Leak. I don't know. I also like to point out that I cited a land out whenever things don't go my way. Come on. This will fail to find if I don't get the swamp out, because I cited out of Badlands. So I guess I'll just do that before my next draw step. What a curse. What a curse. And then any other land I draw. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still way too many. 5 out of 33. I don't like those odds. Okay. Take a force. I need Cling. Did I side those out? I sure did. Never imagined my game against Doomsday would end up in this state. Sure. Alright, now would be a good time for a Fnatic. It's not bad either. Snapcaster Mage, Lorien Revealed. It's the first time I've ever done this in my life. Don't concede. Not yet. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. And there it is. There it is. That is some good stuff right there. Playing this. If they drew Daze, then that's also kind of good for us. I think they drew Force of Will. Okay. So next turn I'll have Lethal, not entirely in the air, but virtually, because I can just bounce. If they like play a Barragoyf or something like that, I can cast Petty Theft on it. Might as well play the Strix for good measure. How about a Brainstorm too? Yeah, looking good. Can't quite win right now. It always is. It always is, my friend. They drew an island. Looks like we're going to game 3, folks. Alright, that was the weirdest game against Doomsday anyone's ever played. Well, the first one was pretty weird, too. They've all been weird. Why am I playing mid-range against Doomsday? This just is so against everything I stand for. My Murktides, well, I don't even know if they're going to be bigger than my opponents. They have Psychic Frog and I have Cling to Dust. No, I don't have Cling to Dust. Do I want Cling to Dust? I feel like Frog can hold that card ransom. It's not that great. This is probably how we want to run it, but it feels like we're leaving a lot on the table. I don't know. Bolt, well, Bolt's not that bad. They have Tameo. But other than that, it does not really line up. Sometimes you'll get lucky, but most Doomsday players will make sure to not lose to Bolt. But if they're virtually thinking of it anyways, they have to respect it. I'll leave one in the teachings package and just bring in, is it Cling to Dust or Fnatic? Because Fnatic does dodge Fatal Push, but not Dismember. Maybe I do want Bolt, I don't know. Whatever. And that's exactly why there's no sideboard guide for this deck. We're not like a combo deck that's looking for like a very specific sequence of cards or anything like that give us the best odds of going off. This is a weird hand, but we're on the draw. I don't think I can concede the resources. They don't play Wasteland. Turn 1 Frog. They don't have Daze. We ought to try and force that. They're forcing back. Alright. Can I please, please, please top deck a red source? It's really all I need. And then they don't have much to go on here. Red source, red source, red source. Yeah! They might have another force, but then they won't have anything. Cool. Maybe I should have gotten Badlands. Probably should have gotten Badlands. Definitely should have gotten Badlands. I'll keep that. Seems like the kind of game I should try and end very quickly. Oh, I can't cast it next turn. That's a bit of a problem. Tameo. What else is in their hand? Super choked on black right now. Yeah, I'm kind of cramped. I did that math completely wrong. I was like, oh, I'm surveilling, I can cast Murktide, but Murktide was the card that would have been put in the graveyard off the surveil. I'm actually going to hold up Bowmasters. If they don't give me something good to do with that, maybe Kolaghan's Command? Okay. Oh, okay. I think I just take the other Tameo. There's no point in taking one ritual when they have two. Six, not so bad. Their own Murktide would also be a 6/6 because they'll probably just like burn the rituals. No action. Yeah, I mean, fire another one. Feeling good about this. They'll probably ditch the Delta, I'm thinking. Yeah. So they're left with a Dark Ritual. I've got Lethal on board. Barragoyf would be very tough to get through. Unless I also find a way to stuff the lifelink. Got in the GGs. Or does that mean I'm dead? Oh, it's Lotus Petal. Okay. Cool. Got there. I mean, it really all came down to hitting that red source. That puts us at 3-0. A very Grixis control 3-0. 3-2-1 games. Alright, let's keep going. Well, we won the die roll. Yeah, looks good to me. So I've been playing some Modern Jund here and there. Just for old time's sake, mostly. And it's kind of crazy to me how I feel like I've been... There's more lands in that deck, but I'm getting more balanced hands in this deck with 19 lands. But I'm probably just kind of like, you know, not only biased, but more comfortable playing this deck. Like, I don't always have the most confidence that that deck will have what it takes to win. So I'm going to hide Tamiyo on top there, and then there's no way I'll need more than 2 Baleful Strix before turn 3, so... Verdant Catacombs go? It's a little concerning. Don't you think it's a little concerning? Play Tamiyo. And we'll just hang out. I'm not really sure what my opponent's up to, but anytime I see a black fetch land that's not Polluted Delta, I kind of think Storm. Yeah, Underground Mortuary does not go in any fair deck, I don't think, but Basic Forest does, so this could be like Cradle Control or something. Hand is pretty well set up for that. Or Maverick. Try and save this. Bowmasters not bad. Don't really want to draw that Sewers, so we'll try this. It's a little sad to not get any clues, but it's better than getting my creature exiled for nothing. And, you know, brainstorming's not that bad anyways. Let's ponder. I do really want to Thoughtseize, but I can't afford to draw these other cards. Shuffle. Take their mana out. This does seem very Maverick. Ooh, Wasteland. Alright. This totally seems like an Endurance. Unless they're just waiting to Wasteland me. They're not. Continually going upstairs with Tamiyo is kind of risky, but I also have Force of Will and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Bowmasters? Yeah. We'll force that. Nice. That's like incredibly nice. It's so nice that I'm not going to rely on some flimsy ultimate from Tamiyo. We don't need to. If I can go this whole game and not reveal any red mana, that'd be so crazy. It's not going to happen, but if I can try, that'd be so crazy. Abzan colors over there. Nah, the Reliquary. Force that. Of Force. We're just going to come out full dominance here. Hell yeah. As for the bounce, excuse me. Removal spell or card draw? That's the real question. And I think it's going to be removal spell, because I also don't want to expose my Bowmasters, I don't think. Is that even right? No, it's gotta be Strix. This is also a blue card for Force. There's so many reasons to bounce Strix. Yeah, it's top. Did you draw a non-land card? Apparently, yeah. Fiend Artisan. I've not seen Fiend Artisan in a super long time. It does need to tap to activate. I think I want to keep Tamio around. Although maybe it would have been better to get Force of Will. Yeah, I might have screwed that up. Since we're so close to the end, you know. If I just got back Force, tap down Fiend Artisan, swing for 5. But yeah, if I just got that Force of Will back, swing for 5. They go for Dried Arbor. I shoot it with Bowmasters, and then I have a blue card, force whatever they do. Just kind of all around busted. But they're not even going to do that, so... yeah, I'll just leave up Brainstorm and Bowmasters. Yeah, I think the sub-game here is don't reveal any red mana. Going to 5. Dried Arbor. Ren Ral. Yeah, that card's good. They can get back Heath. Oh, they can get back anything. That's even better. Cast Brainstorm. Great. Okay. Taking out my Bowmasters. Cradle taps for 1,000,000. How are they still in this? Renegade Rallier is such a good draw. Play Bowmasters. Take out Bowmasters. I don't think I can afford to hide my red any longer. People know what I'm about. Get Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm. Okay, well, I could have continued to hide my red, I guess. Oh boy. Probably shuffle. Yep. Kolaghan's Command. Alright. Full swing. I'm guessing Rallier wants to trade with the army and then army chumps. Oh, interesting. Well, they're at 2. I think I'll bin both of those. Really just interested in Force of Will or Basic Mountain at this point, and I found Basic Mountain. Like, I'm pretty sure I can beat a Natural Order. Wait, no, I can't. Don't you dare get Craterhoof Behemoth. Oh, they're actually mad. Oh, maybe not. Well, anyways, we're up against Maverick, which is not something I play against very often. Fiend Artisan. How about Blood Moon, Baragoi, Fatal Push, Opposition Agent for sure. Fnatic seems really good. And then I probably want Consign to Memory. They're playing Orcish Bowmasters. Murktide Regent also seems good. So we can trim Narset. Thoughtseize. I don't know if I want 2 consigns, actually. On the play, I'll take 18 lands. Trim a Force of Will as well. I don't think I'll really have the chance to be that brutal most of the time. Can also cut both Tamios, but I don't know. Yeah, they're playing Swords to Plowshares. That also makes Barrowgoyf a lot less attractive. And Fnatic? Well, I don't know. I think I'll have a lot of opportunities to put cards in the graveyard. Yeah, I totally forgot about that Swords. I just remembered now, so let's actually go like that. And then yeah, I don't think I need Barrowgoyf. Okay. I'll keep this. Do have to look out for Bowmasters a little bit. Ignoble Hierarch. So they're going to do their things ahead of schedule. Gotta be a little careful for that. Do like Nimble Obstructionist, though. We also have to play around a Wasteland. Bolt. Yeah, I do need Bolt. That is part of the equation here. Waterlog Teachings for Opposition Agents, not my favorite thing to do, because then they can see it from a mile away. But sometimes you have to. Green Sun for 2. They go for Artisan here. They do. Boy, I wish I had Bowmasters to blow this out, but I don't. I feel like it wouldn't even be that bad if I let them do their thing with Artisan. It'd be a little dangerous to let it slide out of range. But yeah, if I play Strix and then they activate Artisan and get Bowmasters, I feel like that's nothing but upside for me. I think the wisest thing to do would probably be Bolt Artisan, but I don't really have... I have Consign. I guess that's good enough. Trying to stay alive here. Keen-Eye Curator. That card's pretty good. I mean, Strix does jam it. However, that was a bad draw. However, they clearly have Bowmasters up to finish my thought. I was distracted by my bad draw. I think, should I nimble that? I feel like I'm not going to have a chance to draw a card any other time, so let's go for it. But I'm almost certain they have Bowmasters right now. It's a 2-for-1. Okay, there's a Bolt. Sweet. I think we can take out the Curator, unless they play a land and devote their whole turn to this, because yeah, they can get a 3-drop, a 1-drop, and a 2-drop. But like I said, Strix can stonewall it. 7/7 Trampler. I think if I play Strix, it will tempt them to cast Bowmasters, and then I can bolt the Curator. I think that will happen. I'm almost certain that will happen. No, it didn't happen. Brazen Barber's nice, though. Reset the Curator. Yep. There's 2. Uh-huh. Do they really want to do, like... Oh, wait, hold on. Now they can't do it. These are both 1-drops. Go for it. Oh, wait, I'm so stupid. What am I thinking? How did I screw that up? Oh, 4 more card types. Got it. Wow. Yep. I thought it was 4 more differently costed spells. Jesus. What is wrong with me? This is gonna hurt. Over half my life total, in fact. Yikes. I don't want them to wasteland me. I also hope they don't have Veil of Summer. Yeah, there are ways to bait this out. They had another swords. And they did have Bowmasters. Good to know. Oh, we're so close to death, but I mean, if they don't wasteland me and I draw land, I could... What could I do? I could teachings for... Okay, their last card was not Veil. I could teachings for Bowmasters and cast that. Mm-hmm. Alright, they're holding something up. Is it Endurance? Because that would be scary. We don't like Endurance here. Yeah, it's Endurance. Oh boy. Targeting me. Well, I don't want those lands back in the mix, so let's do this first. Alright. Not to mention there's still that Keen-Eyed Curator in their hand. But I feel like they're probably due to draw some lands at this point. Maybe. So weird thing here, I need to block like that. But then not block the army, so I can block Endurance again next turn, maybe get another draw. Depending on what they do here. If they just cast the Curator, it doesn't matter. Yep. Okay. And I know they didn't have Bowmasters because they could have just done that right before damage. Force a Will. Fanatic. Okay, that will help. Maybe. They also might just sacrifice Endurance. But I hope they sacrifice Curator. But if they play around Bolt, they'll keep Endurance. Damn it. Alright. I really wish I had Lightning Bolt right now. Yep. That'll do it. I feel like we were pretty close. Wonder how many of these they run. It can't be that good. It can't be. I feel like it's even more susceptible to Lightning Bolt than Scavenging Ooze. And they're hard on the Swords of Plowshares here, so what does that mean for me? Consign didn't feel that good. Doesn't really feel like they're in on the triggered abilities side of things, but I could be wrong. They're definitely big on activated abilities. Fiendard's in. Keen-Eyed Curator. But yeah, Baragoi seems like just such a sitting duck. Same with Murktide Regent. So does that mean I want Narset? Just the card advantage? No, I'll take Tameo. Odds are like kind of good that I can play one on turn one. I have two of them. Swap that land back in for a force. Almost forgot. Alright, let's take the play. I'll keep this because you can this is a good hand for setting up. It's also a good hand for blood mooning. So as long as my ponder comes up with one of my powerful 3-drops like Agent, Blood Moon, just something like that, I'll feel in pretty good shape. Opponent taking a mulligan is also a good sign, because our hand is already plenty functional. It's a little sad to use my shuffle before brainstorming, but there's no way I'm not pondering right now. I mean, yeah, that's good enough. That is good enough. Once upon a time. For Wasteland. Okay. Definitely play around that. Thoughtseize is fine. I mean, if they take Force of Will, that's a 2-for-1 I don't have to do to myself. If they take either cantrip, definitely have more where that came from. Yeah, they take Brainstorm. It's okay by me. I'm kind of glad they did not take Force, because that means they don't have like a super proactive thing to do right now. Or they do and they have Veil Summer. That would be like the worst case scenario. Fiend Artisan. I feel like I can beat this. I have a Ponder. It's so small. I'm gonna do this. They still have a Wasteland in their hand too. Snapcaster Mage. Shuffle that. Crap. Can't believe I'm going for another land. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm in for. Hide the Blood Moon. Choke. Well, gotta force that. It is kind of interesting that they didn't take Force when they have Choke to work towards, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't have it at the time. Hopefully they just never cast another spell. Every turn I don't fire these Bowmasters, they're more likely to have an Endurance, which they can put in the yard and blank my Bowmaster activation. See if they're F6'd or not. They're definitely not. Okay, well I can Thoughtseize now. That's the plan. I was really hoping to hit Fnatic or something. Removal is nice. Oh wait, I can't Thoughtseize. There's a frickin' Blood Moon out. It's fine. Okay, they do have Endurance. What do I take? Endurance, I guess? It's the one thing they can do. It's gonna take a while to win, but I feel like Blood Moon is pretty good at winning. Hopefully they just never do anything again. Yep. One unknown over there. Trying to speed this up. It's good enough for them. I wonder if they're even playing basics. Well, we're 4-0, which means we're up for a trophy, which would be pretty cool, because not that many people have 4 trophies right now. We're in the finals. We're on the draw. Opponent's taking a mulligan. That means I can leverage resources, even though having Fnatic in your hand is not great, but also it's just more resources to move around, like Brainstorm or whatever. Opponent's got a Mountain and a Chrome Mox. We can almost ignore Blood Moon, but not to the extent that I can let it go right now. I guess I need to force that. It sucks because I have an island, but yeah, I just need a swamp so badly. They're not left with too much over there. Okay, they're left without a play. That's pretty good for us. We also hit Bolt. I'm just going to flip Tamiyo right now, though. One clue's good enough, and then can set up the Fnatic. Having a 4/4 lifelinker is pretty good here. Put back Tarn and Fnatic. Alright. Something crazy happens. I can always shuffle away the Fnatic, and it's not too much of a huge loss. Okay. I mean, this is probably still the fastest way to take the initiative, and most secure way, I think. And hopefully they'll go for the trap, or the forge, I mean. There's the Fnatic. Unfortunately, we can't do that. I'm gonna get forced back. And then hope they go to the forge. Cool. Just go ahead and bolt that. Excellent. I'll force just about anything. I hope they can't get two creatures. But if they do, I hope one of the creatures I can beat with Kolaghan's Command. Fable the Mirror. Well, I don't think there actually is a creature for two colorless, so I'm just going to force that and ride some sweet initiative value here. Not to mention this lifelink with the 4 power. Very good against a red aggro deck. Don't mind Baleful Strix either. I'll take Island. Plus that. Play Strix. Is there really any point in Thought Seizing? I guess so, but it's probably a land. Oh, okay. Don't mind that. Just being able to trade Thoughtseize at all on turn 4 against red Stompy is pretty incredible. Alright, sweet. I'll take another Fnatic. Baraglyph seems very good. Consign to Memory is pretty good as well. And Blood Moon, of course. That joke never gets old. Fatal Push. It's hard to know if they're like Vexing Bauble or Chalice of the Void, because they don't usually play both. It's nice to know which one. We saw Sundering Eruption, which I think gives us quite a bit of percentage points, which is nice. Can cut Narset. Anything that's really tough to cast. That's really about it. Narset, Brazen Borrower, but Petty Theft means I get to keep it. Cling to Dust sometimes is not the most impactful. I think I'll just cut all the Thought Seizes on the draw though and bring in this other flash creature. Because flash creatures are very good. Especially when they're on Caves of Chaos Adventure. Might regret not having Fatal Push, we'll see. One lander. Force the Will, it's tempting, but I'm gonna throw it back. Okay, much better. Keep bottom Scalding Tarn. Chrome Mox. They must have another one. Oh, still doing this, huh? Well, it's gonna work this time, unfortunately. I mean, I still have Bolt to buy time, but yeah, I'm pretty locked out of casting spells. I really wish that didn't work. I showed them so many basics in game 1. And they have another one of these. Yep. Pretty weak. Alright, I feel like I have one more chance to get going here. Nope. I mean, it'd be pretty miraculous if I hit. Kind of getting cheesed out here. Sure. Discarding Pyroglyph is crazy to me. If only that wasn't a mountain. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this. Alright. Total non-game. I guess I should have kept that first hand. Because it had a land with Undercity, or, yeah, under Waterlogged Teachings, and then I had Force Will to beat that Thoughtseize cheese. I guess I should bring Fatal Push if they have Pyroglyph and stuff. Even though I really want to ignore Blood Moon, I guess I can't. You're still going to go for it. Might even want to trim one Force of Will on the play. Well, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Murktide is a double blue spell. And our blue count is still super flush. It's a really good card in the matchup. Although they are doing the Vexing Bauble thing, so it's actually possible they're playing Red Blast as well. Yeah, okay. I still think it's better than Thoughtseize, though. Take the play. Christ. Mulligan that. 6 landers? Come on. I'll keep this. It's very Blood Moon proof. Bottom Fanatic? Yeah. But also Snapcaster Mage would be an acceptable bottom. I really hope they go turn 1 Blood Moon again. Actually, no, I don't hope they do that. What am I saying? Why did I think this got Basic Island? Okay. I think they'll have a hard time with Baraglyph. Yeah. That's kind of rough. Cast Ponder. Take that. Murktide should be pretty good here. Yeah, I'm really hoping they still go, like, even if they go Blood Moon and take me off Murktide. Broadside Bombardiers? Hmm. Don't think I want to draw Baleful Strix anymore. Kaito. Not bad. So if I snap Ponder, I don't know. I think I need to play Baraglyph. Could have also played Murktide there. But that would also be kind of a hard thing to, like, bouncing that with Ninjutsu is pretty rough. Shatter Skull Smashing for 3. Alright. This will get countered by Vexing Bauble, but it's definitely worth saving Baraglyph. They might throw their Bauble after that, but like I said, because there's already a sorcery in the yard. Gosh. Yeah, let's do it. Shoot. Alright. There goes that. So this would be pretty weak to a second Bombardiers, but if they don't have a second Bombardiers, this is actually pretty good. Can we dodge is the question. Pyroblast. Shoot. Well, see if Murktide can carry. Strix. And also take a lightning bolt. I don't need it yet, but it'd be nice. Alright, well, can surveil. Six Murktide. It's not bad. Fable. Yep. Alright, I really need a good draw here. Fatal Push, huh? I think that's good enough. They must have a land in hand. They have a Blood Moon. Pretty easy block there. Fatal Push. Okay, no Pyroblast. Force of Will, that's a good draw. You might lock things up here if they don't have the mana to double spell. Sweet. Close one. I don't know if I really played that perfectly. Felt like kind of like I probably could have navigated that a little more wisely when I cast the Baraglyph and just kind of hoped things would work out. And who even knows if like trading Vexing Bauble for all those cards in hand was any good. I don't know. I mean, clearly something went right because we come away with the win and the trophy, which is really sweet. A very Grixis control trophy. Going 2-1 every single game is pretty funny. Yeah, like I said, fresh out of the challenge, feeling inspired, just wanted to give another spin, and winning 5 matches in a row feels good. And I just wanted to do better. My Patreon subs have probably all seen the challenge by now, and there were some high highs and some low lows. So this kind of does feel like some redemption. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if I get 1,000 subs, I'm bringing Grixis Control to Eternal Weekend, which I'm sure everyone wants to see. I think that'd be a really great run. Yeah, cool. Trophy. See y'all later.